Bum, ba-dum, bum, bum. How are we doing, folks? Good evening. Trying to figure out exactly what we're doing tonight. Well, I guess Lady Sif is 3 now, huh? I like Captain Marvel in this show. What's going on, Andrew? Let's tweet places that we're live. We'll get it going. What should our last couple of cards in here be, chat? What do we think? I want a little bit more top end. I want some more middle. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 threes that play out proactively on 3, which is probably a good number. I feel like I could have at least one more piece of top end here because we've got Wave and Sif Ghost Rider as ways to bring them out. Could just like play like Magic and another 6-drop even. We could play Hulk and Magneto as extra whiz. Maybe like Odin. Odin's okay with Sif, Ghost Rider, and Wave, I guess. That's okay with Doom. You want more discard outlets for Ghost Rider? Nah, you just play Ghost Rider as a 1-2 with Lady Sif. Conrad, I kind of just want to play Hulk and see how he feels. I think there's going to be a lot of spots where he's better than Magneto. I don't think we go wide enough for Blue Marvel to be a real card. We could play Rescue as another 4-drop to fill in, but Jessica Jones is much better with Storm. Rescue plays well with Captain Marvel, but Storm into Rescue is like not a combo. Oh yeah, Enchantress is a good call. I like that idea. It's a great tech card right now. I like that. Let's do that. Play a little big range to start this evening. I'll play a little bit of this. We might build Cerebro 4. Squirrels! And then obviously we don't have a 2-drop, but we will. There's our gal.
Always.
Nova. So the squirrels are probably useful for our opponent to be eating. The center will get cleared out here in a moment. Losing wave is sad. Okay, so they split up Bucky and Nova here. What if I just storm center so they don't get to eat the Bucky for free? They might even play more cards that destroy out into this path. I'm gonna storm center and snap them, I think.
Wind, aid my hand.
I like to draw a Juggernaut or a Jessica Jones here. Lady Sif is pretty not bad as well. Let's go ahead and drop her mid, I think. They just do nothing? That seems great for us. Okay, so like, what if we give them the least amount of information possible and we just play like a Captain Marvel left, right? Yeah, the Blue Marvel Khazar deck I think is my pick for best early budget deck. Professor Cheese gets us. Okay. Maybe we should have just Ghost Ridered. Yeah, I should have been thinking about that, because if I... Although I guess... No, I had priority, right? Huh? So what's our best possible here? I can add Jones here, and we get to 14. Which means they have to add 12, so we lose to a Hulk. Also lose to that. Big shame we didn't have either of our top end there. Super unlucky, actually, right? Both Hulk and Magneto are in the bottom. Can I see my cards in my deck? My bottom 3. That's a rough beat. Great start to the night. What do you got in terms of missions? Win with Iron Man in your deck, as if people needed more incentive to play that card. And you know who's going to have priority each turn. Whoever is currently winning on board has priority. And if both players are tied, it's chosen randomly. And the player's name who's lit up in gold will be the one that's going to have the priority. I think Iron Man is a perfectly reasonable and balanced card. Mr. Negative is not, however. Get that, chat. We got 62 people in here already, and 16 of them smashed it on the like button before I even mentioned it. Shout out to you all. Appreciate you helping me reach some new people. So wait for our opponent to time out on turn 1. I think the turn 1 timer needs to be about 50% shorter or more. The later turns should definitely have more time, but the early timer is just much too long. Whatever our opponent's like, full DC'd here. I don't think I've had a full DC. Now they're back. Okay. Okay, Enchantress is fun. Opponent snapped, huh? It's gonna Hulk left, see what they do. They're obviously about to play a big thing that they think is good for them. I mean, Hobgoblin into Stark Tower isn't strictly great. And Captain Marvel goes here and gets up to 8 power. And then we can Juggernaut left, potentially.
Neighborhood Spider-Man here.
Okay, so they were counting on Nightcrawler to be able to win, right? Oh, we can technically Ghost Rider Storm, that's true. Do I coin flip Sokovia with the Juggernaut? I think so. Because this could jug whatever they're doing into the Sanctum and hose us off, but it could also put it into Stark Tower and then we're fine. Not confident enough to stab, definitely confident enough to stand for +2 cubes here. I am confident enough to snap. I guess, actually, I think if I snap, they might bounce. I think we can get 2 more cubes out of them. I think we probably win the heads up here. I mean, the alternative to jug left is only putting 5 power into left. I don't know, maybe 17's enough there? All right, so tiebreaker then?
Faster, baby.
Get right, Gamora. It's funny, so this is an instance where we won because of priority. If they would have flipped up first with Gamora, this would have been 12 when I kicked over, then we would have lost. So, at the risk of second dinner hearing what I'm about to say and deciding they don't like me, I'd like to correct something that was said in chat because it's something that bothers me when people talk about free-to-play games and things like that. The Nexus Event updates was greedy and too expensive, but it wasn't any more predatory than the rest of this game. In fact, and I say this with, I prefix what I'm about to say with, Marvel Snap's probably the best new card game I've played in the last decade, but this game is chock full of predatory psychological knobs that keep you playing and keep the dopamine hits coming. The only difference between everything else in the client and the Nexus events, that the Nexus events were also expensive. And a lot of people in the gaming space seem to shortcut expensive equals predatory, and that's not the case. And the best example to give for that is motor vehicles, right? Like, a Mercedes-Benz isn't predatory because it's more expensive than a Honda, right? A cheap Honda. Like, they're just different price points for a similar product. One's not predatory and one's not predatory. Saying a product or a game or a service or whatever is predatory refers to that game being psychologically abusive, essentially, in order to extract value or playtime or whatever they're trying to get out of you. Well, so I agree that monthly passes tend to be very fair, and the Snap one's at a good price point at $10. It's like $10 a month is reasonable. I get a card for it. I'm happy with that price point. But it is also worth acknowledging that those passes are also predatory because time gating is a predatory thing, and login bonuses and stuff like that. All of those are predatory features of games like that. Okay, so we don't have a fatty boom for Sif to go with Ghost Rider yet, but that's fine. We can storm into Jug here in the raft. Then we can Sif into Ghost Rider on 5-6. Okay, now that's funny. Not quite as funny as that, though. Okay, well, what if I try and go big here, and we, like, Jones center? Because she's going up to 8, which is a lot of power. They might not be expecting it. And then if we peel Dr. Doom next turn as 1 and 5, we get to kind of get him. So I'm going to try this. This might be greedy and wrong. Okay, and this works out super great because they didn't play middle. So I'm actually, we're tied right. I'm ahead center now, effectively. And there's the Dr. Doom. That's a snap. I will say, the change to Lady Sif, making it so you can't Sif and Ghost Rider on turn 6 anymore, is a really big downgrade. This combo might not be super feasible anymore. It's definitely felt super clunky so far tonight. Oh, we can still play Flooding. You're right. My brain is bad. I thought they were going to be the same, but yeah, the way it copies after the turn. Yes, that's true. I mean, the predatory systems are designed and implemented and used because they're successful. Like, as much as players complain about daily logins and all sorts of these other things, like, they only use them, like, they're only used because they're popular and successful. Okay, I'm trying to envision how we lose either of the flooded zones here. I don't think I see a way. Yeah, I've talked about that before too. I actually think part of the reason why Runeterra failed as a game, even though it's an incredible piece of software and the gameplay's is pretty good, is because it didn't have enough reasons to keep people playing. I think, and this, it sounds scummy to say, but I think card games like this genuinely need a feature that makes you feel compelled to keep playing, even when you're not having a ton of fun. Oof. All right, well, we lose our domino on 2, but we have a different 2-drop, so that's fine. I feel like punting the Triskelion. Storm right, and then we'll jug right. Card games weren't meant to be played every day. I disagree with that statement. I think the thing that allowing card games to be played every day changes is that when your game has poor balance, your players see it more often when they're playing it every day, which is why I think it's really important to have regular balance passes when you're having a digital card game like this. So long, friend. And now this is a 25% chance to die in the danger room. Okay, not quite that lucky, but still would have been funny. Just go dork here. Just don't let the fear into our dojo. Oh, and they have priority because they're currently winning on board. How do you feel about the balance in the current format? I think, speaking of regular balance, I actually think the Marvel Snap team so far has done a phenomenal job with balance. We had a small stint where there was a long time between balance patches, but they were upfront and communicated that they were having a technical problem that was causing that. So I'm not too upset about that. That'll be something that hopefully won't happen when we have a full release. All right, 75% to win here. So I am super optimistic about the future of this game. In fact, to talk about the Nexus events for a second again, I don't think a lot of people understand how unprecedented it is in this industry to actually have a company scrap their monetization and be like, no, we're gonna redo this because people aren't happy with it. My expectation when they unveiled the Nexus events was they were going to put it out, people were going to be mad, and they were going to slash the price in half or down to 25 or 10% and call it a day. But the fact that they're just like going back to the drawing board for it gives me extra optimism for the game in general. Because I feel like that's pretty unheard of, and you have to really want your product to be good and not just to make money to go back and do that. I mean, putting out an outrageous price and then slashing it when they're outraged isn't a Wizards exclusive thing. That's what we have a term for it in the industry. That's called price anchoring. It's something that happens quite frequently. I'm gonna Lady Sif here and bin the Marvel. Yes, and they refunded all the gold on top of it. Also insane. All right, we got a 4-power thing. Is that fair? I feel like that might be fair. We got +4, they got +9, but like their mojo went away. That's close. I can go either way on that one. Jessica Jones the kiln here. Most of the changes that they've implemented have been polished at this point. They have not really added new features unless you count deck slots as a new feature. It feels like they have the core of what they want to release and they're working on getting the rest of it in here. Ooh, like I don't think I've seen that Ghost Rider animation before. Hey, Mr. Negative, get over here, bud.
I am Iron Man.
Okay, I think we just Hulk mid, right? And then they need to add 5 power here while also adding 4 power here. I guess they have Sarah, so we could lose that. The better play is just Enchantress, right? Well, I guess Captain Marvel jumps over. We're probably good either way here. I'm not sure this choice really matters on our part. Are we about to be asked if we believe in magic? Now, this is gonna be one of those magics that doesn't win them the game, but it saves them 2 cubes, so. This card's so busted, chat. I can't believe they haven't adjusted magic yet. This is the only card where I'm like, really? This one still has their text box? I have not been digging... the Ghost Rider Lady Sif chat. I think the inability to play Rider and Sif on that last turn together makes them pretty awkward now. Let's try something else. I think this deck needs an Enchantress in it, though. Is Enchantress just better than Shang-Chi right now? That might be the case. I'm really not a huge fan of Professor X. Just don't enjoy the play patterns of that card. Fine, it's not a card we're looking to play on curve anyways. Our hand would like a proactive 3 to play out. We're only gonna have 1 draw at that. We've got
What are the odds?
we've got 7 cards in our deck and we have 4 proactive 3s, so Green Goblin is absurd into Sinister London. Hopefully we draw that next turn. Referring to him as Professor Cheese isn't a term of endearment. It is not. Well, Juggernaut just became a lot worse. I think I'm just playing double Killmongers for stats here, although, yeah, they're playing the... I think our lack of a good three play here probably means we're dead. Yeah, I'm just gonna bounce. They're playing the busted deck.
Escaped.
How do I feel about the card acquisition system? I think for all of the complaining people are bound to do about the card acquisition system, I think the card acquisition system in Marvel Snap is very cleverly designed as a tool to keep people playing.
Animated frame.
I think all the changes that they've made to it, including reducing the level you need to get a full collection at, were good. I think the changes to collector's reserves from guaranteed cards were a good change in terms of the psychology. I think the collection track is a big part of why this game's likely to be successful. It keeps people playing, and it keeps people feeling good while they play, generally speaking. One of the things that's noteworthy about free-to-play games like this is that people play free-to-play games less when they no longer have things to farm for. So while it sucks not having a card that you want to play with, having cards that you want to play with still be there for you to get later is a big part of what keeps people going.
Right on.
All right, well, a well-placed Juggernaut here could win us the bar with no name if we're a little lucky. I'm gonna snap here because between Enchantress and Juggernaut with this invisible woman, we are about to rinse them off.
Victory.
Their hand wasn't very good. I agree with you, Thrash Assassin, that I think the featured locations are an awful feature in Marvel Snap. I think the idea behind the feature locations is noble, but in practice, what they encourage the player base to do isn't great. The feature locations frequently just end up being a bunch of mirror matches, because there's like one or maybe two decks that can leverage them optimally, or it's just like everybody jamming the same tech card in their deck everywhere. I mean, getting cards has to slow down, because there aren't endless cards, and they need to front load you getting cards so that way you have things to play with to start. Yes, I think featured locations as their own queue would be great. I think featured locations as the only ranked ladder mode is awful.
What are the odds?
You know, I hadn't thought about it the way Richard just put it, but the fact that there isn't really a wrong way outside of buying credits in the... outside of buying credit or fast upgrades from the shop, that there's a very linear, obvious way to progress your collection is, I think, a positive. Agree with that. Let's move into Marvel here, I think. They discarded their Hela, so we snapped them on that one, right? We'll play Captain Marvel left because we don't want her to move into Fisk Tower. We want her to move out of it if she needs to. I don't want to play this here because I want Jones to get bigger. All right, they got us. Magneto's a good card.
Higher, further, faster, baby.
I think the suggestions that bring up having locations be less variant, I think are bad. I think it's really important that the locations provide a healthy amount of variance in Marvel Snap, because the locations provide a majority of the variance inside of your games. Players love to optimize the fun out of the games that they're playing. We talked about Runeterra a little bit earlier, and I talked about how I think it being player friendly is one of the reasons why it struggled a little bit. I also think Runeterra doesn't have enough variance in it is another reason why it ended up struggling as a game to break into the market. Card gamers always say they want lower variance, high skill. Card gamers are idiots and they don't know what they want yet. A lot of people that play card games don't realize that the reason why they enjoy card games is because they get to win games even though they're bad. Myself included. Replacing your deck with rocks is the right kind of variance. You can build your deck in a way that makes it better when it gets replaced by rocks. And if you choose not to do that, then you're going to be worse against that location. One of the things one of the Marvel devs said in their Discord when players were asking about a mulligan feature really stuck with me, and that's Marvel Snap doesn't need a mulligan feature because you can always retreat. You can mulligan any game of Marvel Snap for 1 cube. And I think that's such a brilliant perspective to have on it. The cube system is so elegant and good in this game. All right, so we're probably both getting a raft friend this turn, I imagine. Haha, Black Widow this, baby. So... if I Killmonger, I go up to 12 here, and they go down to more than 12 still, 16, so that's not good enough. I probably just like leader plus Magneto, right? I'm feeling pretty good about that. There's permutations where we lose here, but I think we win more often than not. Yes, I agree completely with Crystal there. The cube system is a skill-based mechanic to mitigate variance, is exactly correct. Big agree. You know who else I big agree with, chat? The 55 people that showed up tonight and smashed the like button. I agree that I like this content. So, fun fact, chat, Angel and Quicksilver are actually the same card. The text on them is different, but the way in which they behave is exactly the same. I think the design in Marvel Snap's variants is awesome. I think the sweetest part about card games is getting to build decks And the fact that when I build a deck in Marvel Snap, my deck almost always does exactly what I want it to do is incredible. It's really sweet. And then through the magic that is locations here, I still get to play a varied, interesting set of games despite my deck being hyper consistent. You think all locations are equally awesome? No, but I can acknowledge that even if I don't personally enjoy some locations, they're fine. There's a difference between my personal enjoyment of something and something being good or bad game design. I would also put forward that essentially every single location that feels bad to play into in some instances has deck building choices you can make to mitigate the variance that those locations have. How often do I bluff and stab? Almost never, because people aren't playing this game at a high level. Bluffing only works if your opponent is reading what you're doing, and a lot of people on the ladder are still just level 1ing it.
Escaped.
I think this deck feels very good, chat. I'm gonna play something else. I need to stew on what I want these domino mid-range variations to look like, 'cause that wasn't it. Play some more of the Zero deck. This was really good last time we played it. Yes, goblins into negative power locations. A great example of ways to deck build to mitigate variance. Squirrels! Wheel poop. It never fails, chat. If I want to play into district decks, I switch to a deck that I'm hoping to record a highlight with, and district decks is immediately the game we play. Is this a bot? I feel like play Squirrel Girl there is pretty bot behavior. This Jubilee is really not good. I mean, we could win Central Park here, for all we know, or we could put a rock into play. Oof. Stupid cheating bots, chat. Oh, you know what? The fact that the bots cheat means I should have conceded to the vision. We were never beating that. I think Squirrel Girl tends to eat up too much space, that archetype Ziv. We got District X, Ryan. So the basic borders were from that. I also think there's like 1,000 ways to build the Patriot deck, though, Ziv. I have zero confidence that the build that we posted was ideal. Alright, so we'll build up Nova and Bucky. They're technically in the inoptimal order like this, but I just want to put all my Destroy friends into the same path, and I don't think I want to wait to play Nova out. Got Mysterio here. Well, that was a real Mysterio. Maybe we should have played him into Westview. Definitely wish we would have played him into Westview. So we just choose to block warriors here, and we play Taskmaster into the Danger Room. So long, friendo. Get our sick Venom variant pumped up.
Animated.
So we never play 0 on 1 in this deck. He's to play later, preceding a Typhoid Mary or a Red Skull. You cannot play this deck without Mary, Red Skull, and 0. All of our Destroy friends go here in the center. Just casually have her only 2 1-drops in hand, never lucky. It's a Goblin. Maximus. Okay. I don't think I want a 0 here, because we're probably going to Taskmaster next turn. I think I'm going to snap them here, he says, before an armor or Professor X flips up. So it's a Taskmaster here, and then next turn we go Sabertooth 0 Red Skull. It's in a pretty good spot. Play for all 3 paths here, I think. do this for now, see how they respond. Wing.
Victory.
Yes. Resolves. Alrighty then. Nidvaler is, Wolverine? Wolverine? Nidvaler is kind of absurd with Venom. Damn it, we lost our 3-drop. Sedge. Like playing a 6-power 2-drop out here. I think this is fine. And this is awesome because now I get to Mysterio token into here as a 4-power thing with Mary and then Venom gobble it up. Oh, or we do that now. Deal Areno.
Opponent snapped.
You about to get Shang-Chi?
Enough said, bub.
On 0, please.
Escaped.
Cube loss is rough. A Kingdom for a Bucky Barnes variant. Although, the Bucky Barnes variants don't actually make Winter Soldier variants, which is a little disappointing. Hopefully, eventually, like, Bucky, Squirrel Girl, etc. all get variant tokens that they make. Man, it's been a lot of bots tonight. Unfortunate. Yeah, I think Shang-Chi's pretty mediocre right now. Definitely not bad. It's obviously very good in Nidvaler, though. To go without saying. Zero my Ebony Maw. That's just good building right there. Good. Venom plus 0 angle. My body is ready. I get to play Red Skull. So say my body is ready for Red Skull or something not great to go here for us. Oh, I guess Carnage could end up there, huh? Yeah, I actually don't want to play into this location.
Opponent snapped.
I think we bounce here. Man, I'm not feeling this one either. Not been a strong run to start tonight yet. Let's change things up again. Snap's good for cycling through decks. Hopefully they fix the twitchiness of this menu soon. Even if. I don't think playing Arnim Zola changed any of those games we just played. We have not played crap on the new patch, and this card got a Spider-Woman side grade. So that's probably good. Let's do it. Let's give out some presents. We got a sick debris variant that I need to get levels on still. Any reasons for the late night stream? I've been doing regular late night streams, Brian, here and on the Unite channel for the last month since Twitch changed their policy and it's allowed now. My long-term goal is to help grow these YouTube platforms into larger content spaces, and the YouTube algorithm gives great favoritism to live streams, so it's a good way to help them grow. And if you want to help me grow, chat, the best way you can do that with just a little bit of engagement is tapping that like button if you haven't already. Feels like an Iceman. This could be like Iceman into Black Widow into Beast, pick them up. Honestly, I think with the Korg curve filler next turn, I'm just gonna snap here. We're in a pretty decent spot. Opponent agrees. I'm kind of in cruise control mode a little bit for Snap content between now and the global release. When the global release hits, you can expect Snap every day on Twitch and the YouTube channel. I plan to go very big and see if there's something to be made here. I think there is. Yes, hopefully whatever the next season pass card is more interesting than Nick Fury. And this probably isn't good, but it's funny. We're not here for a long time, chat. We're here for a good time.
Snap.
This is why we snapped before the Doc Ock flipped up, chat. This is why we snapped before the Doc Ock flipped up. I love this deck. It's hilarious. It's just like, even when it's not good, it's funny, and I think it's good. It's definitely funny, though. See these boosters, chat? We're waiting on a magic variant. As soon as we get a sick magic variant, we're gonna level that bad Mama Jamma all the way up. Fine, we probably don't want to play Spider-Woman until 6 anyways. Ha! So, Black Widow into the Gamma Lab is actually kind of awkward. I think we just Iceman them back here. If we could dodge Shang-Chi, we could dodge a ball.
Oh, snap.
I guess we Captain Marvel? Ha-ha! Alright, Professor Cheese. Hoisted, chat! We got hoisted! Oh man, and they had the claw into this one too? Of course the last card they actually played was Professor X. Brutal. Brutal. Anybody got a towel? Because I definitely just got rinsed off. I would love a 1-drop. Sure. I think when you don't have anything else lined up in hand for Beast to do, I think just replaying whatever 1-drop you had on one is fine most of the time. Just get some value out of him.
Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man here.
You ain't got fat with these sliding down. And do I really want to play a Brood? I don't know that I do. Like, it locks me into 8 in a location. Passing just feels so bad, though. I don't know.
Victory.
What did they think was gonna happen there? Weird. Wonder what they were expecting the Juggernaut to do that me doing nothing was worse for them. They retreated. This location's kind of poopy. I think I was gonna bounce. Take your cube. Our random cards are bad. We're gonna have no curve, and our curve's not gonna be good. And like games like that, chat, you just take a mulligan on the game. It's like not a big deal. Maybe we're just supposed to hood Viper, actually. Our line is a bit better into Beast, which is nice. I'm gonna snap them here. God damn it. Well, now I don't know if we're snapping them here. I was gonna say I'm gonna snap them here because we get to debris and then beast the debris back and fill this. I think we still snap them, but we debris, right? Taking away one spot for their Invisible Woman is big game, I think, in their hella deck. I'm gonna try and Viper mid here as well to lock this up if they don't play there. And Carnage gets to eat left. Yeah, this is great. Well, having an extra turn is definitely better for us than them, so coming to Magic here on the left. I guess this gives them one more shot at their Hella, but them getting Hella just probably doesn't matter, right? Spider-Woman adds 10 here, Demon adds 6 here. And Korg adds 2 here just in case of a tiebreaker situation.
Victory.
Oh, that's exciting news that I wasn't expecting for people that watch some of my other content. Apparently Pokemon Unite is dropping a balance patch tonight, which is sick. That game desperately needed a balance patch. I'm going to be streaming some Unite over on the Hooglandia Unite channel tomorrow night, because Scyther Scissor is also releasing. One drops, pass the turn. Yeah, I'll definitely do a patch review. But not until after the patch actually drops. I like to wait until the math cord can farm out all the details. Because they don't give very detailed balance notes by default. Black Widow is so devastating into decks like the opponents where they need every card draw to find their key thing. Just drop Mr. Goblin here into the Baxter building. Nidavellir is a good one for them to have gotten a Widow's Bite. Putting a rock into their deck also has quite a bit of value here, I think. This honestly might just be a Carnage into Korg over here, because we just want each of these to get +5, I think. That's true. We could use magic to turn this off at some point. Let's do that now. Do I do that now? Yeah, I think I like that idea.
Squad's still a little light.
Nick Fury's actually kind of scary here. I'm gonna do this just in case they play to the middle and wall out our hood. Okay, well that was kind of funny. They did in fact wall out our hood, but we kind of got there. I mean, did we? The Beast played into it perfectly fine, right? Oh, we got there. Yeah, I agree. I agree that we got there. So this winning here is going to put us to 10 and them to 9. This one could break either way, depending on what they do. We're only going to be +11 in Limbo. Maybe I should play left, actually. Because this is going to swing 6 as well when we win the Baxter building. Oh, come on. Ugh. Rough beat. These Jets go in the... Lost some kind of flip there. If these go opposite, we end up winning that. Or if... Yeah, it was close. I'm happy with my play there, which is all you could really ask for. Alright, well that's a snap. Korg into Black Widow on Karmatage stat. That's a snap if I ever saw one. We found some candy. Alright, so Quinjet Lizard means they're the Spectrum deck. Speaking of candy... I want you to know my partner wishes I would stop singing the Doombot song. Well, you can let her know that, or let them know that the only reason I can't stop singing the Doombot song is because it's also stuck in my head, so I'm right there with you. I already snapped, right? Yeah. Alright, well, they don't get to draw any more cards, Chip. Delight. It wasn't really a delight for them, I don't think, but it was a delight for me, chat. That's what mattered. I got there, okay? This deck makes me cackle like no other in this game. What's going on, Goobus? Yeah, we've been doing so. I don't know how closely you follow my daytime stuff, but I've been streaming a little bit less during the day, so I can dedicate some more time to doing edited YouTube stuff and doing some live stuff over here as well. So you can expect evening streams here for 2.5 hours to be a thing on the Snap and the Unite channels, 3 or 4 nights a week or so. Making sure to hit that balance. This is Marvel Snap as Richard Garfield intended it be played. You know, I think Richard Garfield would be a big fan of a game that's played on 3 lanes, chat. I don't know about you, but I've got this feeling about it. Seems like a 3-lane kind of guy. Maybe I should wait and see what they do with Project Pegasus first, but I feel like our Pegasus is really good here. Come on, give me your domino! Give me your domino! Give me your domino! Dang it, Bobby, I don't want it! Hot potato! Hot potato, take it back! Nobody loves you, Hood. Get out of my game. There's a custody battle going on over that hood in particular, chat. Oof. Oh, that's a big oof, chat. I'm in danger. All right, and they have priority, so Spider-Woman's gonna be an 11-point swing here. One and 4 to draw Carnage. Drock. Oof. And we're dead. Yes! Get him out of here. See, chat, good old Rock. Nothing beats Rock. How good is the magic heuristic of use all your mana in Snap? It is and it isn't good. Who am I kidding? Let's Korg him twice, chat. Who am I kidding? Let's Korg him twice. Black Widow? Super resource efficient here, but getting to Green Goblin on Sinister London is great because Sinister London games always tend to be really pressed for board space. So eating 2 of their board spaces and not eating our own is really strong here, obviously. You know what else is pretty strong, chat? Turn 2 Infinaut. Turn 2 Infinaut is pretty strong. And you just take your 1 cube and you punt it over to the opponent and be like, that's good. Okay, next game. Onwards, upwards, backwards, forwards. Almost working our way up to our first Viper split on that sweet aim. There are a number of Marvel Snap decks that can beat 40 power turn 2. Our deck here that's trying to win the game with like single digits power, not one of them. Black Widow is not great with Nidavellir, but we can also magic this off the map later, so we'll definitely play her out here. Playing Widow out to the same location as Korg has extra value. Should we draw Beast next turn? Huh. Well... what if we do this with the intention to magic here later? I think that's good, right? Okay, so I am aware that this could go very badly, But we're not a coward on this stream, chat, so we're gonna snap here. And if you like this snap, remember to smash the like button on this video.
Victory.
All right, they're out of here. I think that ends up good for us more often than not. Take back your hood, I don't want it. That was a heck of a custody battle, Big Al. GG's. And we had absolutely nothing. Sometimes lucky. I think this archetype's still great. I think the Spider-Woman change was mostly a wash for this deck. There's spots where this 5-mana version of Spider-Woman is better, and there's spots where it's worse as well. What do you think, chat? Does Debris want to drink in the bar? I think there's a chance she wants to get a little tipsy. Bounce her on out. They have a 1-drop after? What's their 1-drop with an ETB? Okay, so they can move Hood out of Titan and then play a 6-drop into Titan. And they're probably not playing into the center, so I think we Doc-Ock mid. So this way, if their enters play card is like something that puts things into play like a White Tiger, we fill the board before White Tiger happens. Man, this deck rocks, shit. It's just so gorgeous. They could have Ironheart or Gambit here. That's true. You can do this, right? I guess I want to be winning here more, though, right? I think this hedge is the best. Oh, Spider. Well, the problem with Spider Right is she won't shrink whatever goes here, so I want -4 off of her, I think. There's a good chance Gambit wins for them. Hazmat does not, though, right? Yeah, because they have more things than me, because we gave them a bunch of crap.
Victory.
All right. Sweet game. This deck just disrupts so many things people do in this game, Chip. This is definitely my favorite deck in Snap. Not close. This deck highlights and leverages the systems in Snap better than anything else. Oh my gosh. Hood getting hit by Icebox is such a brutal beat. There literally any other card in our hand getting hit by Icebox is like not a big deal. It had to be Hood, of course. One drop. I think we snapped them, right? Because Green Goblin is like really bad against us. So we have Carnage especially here. Setting up a Magneto. They could be. But I don't really have a lot of 3s and 4s, right? So that largely doesn't matter. Opponent snapped us knowing we're about to play Black Widow back out and Korg again. The Widow's Bite could also come into play off of Grand Central. If Doc Ock comes into play here, things could go sideways. It's actually kind of bad for us. We could pull things into here that we're no longer winning. Okay, this other one needs to be an 8. Wait, their last card's a Widow's Bite, right? Right? Their last card is Widow's Bite, so we win? Because we widowed them last turn? They have one card in hand? Spider-Woman gives me 10 here and then -3. Sorry, 8 -3. 11 -3? Yeah. All right. Zap. Okay. Got him.
Victory.
Games where you get to widow someone twice, if the rest of your hand is anywhere close to reasonable, are tough to lose. Why'd they stay in? Maybe they thought I messed up. It's variant time. I don't have a Deadpool variant yet, Chip. I don't have a Human Torch yet. I wish Doctor Strange was a better card. Dear Second Dinner, I would buy this variant if the movement deck was playable. Please buff. Gosh, probably this Cloak variant too, honestly. I would just be setting my money on fire if they made decks more playable. I'm really surprised we haven't gotten any movement buffs yet. That's one archetype that's been severely lacking. You did, Al.
This land is always changing.
Well, a chance to peek at the featured location right now.
Escape.
So long, friendo. Seriously? I don't... Alright, I think I'm signing off. Like, the Mr. Negative deck was arguably already the best deck in the format, and I really don't feel like playing into it a whole bunch because it's gonna get to play the peak. Honestly, I might not play Marvel Snap at the end of my Twitch stream tomorrow either. I really dislike the featured location system in this game. The fact that there isn't a queue letting you know, the fact that there isn't a queue to avoid playing into the featured location is awful. And there's a lot of days like this where I log in, I look at the featured location, and I log out. This is a 48-hour feature location. Okay, so I guess I can still stream Snap on Friday. I really don't want to play into this location. Yeah, I'm off. We'll have some deck highlights up here the next couple of days because I did some editing, but that's another crappy featured location that's gonna like make people play a bunch of negative decks that I don't really want to play into. I was planning to stream for another half hour to an hour tonight, but I ain't playing into that. Thanks everybody, hit the like button while we were here. Be sure to give them feedback on Discord and Twitter or whatever social media that you use, that the current featured location system is not great. If you feel like I do, maybe you love it. If you love it, let them know, but I really don't. And this is not the first time I've decided to sign off because of a featured location. Peace, folks.